I want to ask you, what would happen if you accepted your body today, right now, for exactly how it is? Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm a therapist in Long Island, New York that specializes in the treatment of eating disorders and body image issues. So what are your thoughts on the question I just asked? Do you feel scared about it? Does it freak you out to think that you can accept your body? Does it sound really intriguing? Does it sound like something you want to do? Does it sound like something you want to do but you don't really know how? Does it sound like something that you feel resistant to because that means that you're going to accept your body how it is and not change? There's a lot of thoughts that have come up with that question throughout my history of asking it. So something that I really wanted to specifically work with and talk about in this video is the sense of body acceptance being equivalent to body complacency. So meaning that many people have this idea, and I think that this is something that most people struggle with in some way, shape, or form, or desire in some way, shape, or form, changing our bodies. And that's something that doesn't have to be an evil thing. There are times that it is really important for your health and well-being to change your body in some way, shape, or form, again. And that might be because you are at risk for certain health issues or however it might be. So I'm not trying to rule that out. There are certain times that that is the most healthiest option for you and the best decision for your health. But separate of all of that, it's really scary for a lot of my clients to accept their body, because what that means to a lot of people, especially those struggling with eating issues or eating disorders, is that this is it. That once you accept your body, that means that you are going to be complacent with your body, and that means that that's going to be the body that you have to live with. And that is very scary. It sounds like, oh my gosh, so you're trying to tell me something that I hate and something that I really, really would kill to change. That's something that I have to start living with. No, that's not how it is. But what would happen if you started accepting it? Does it sound like hating it and just constantly being derogatory toward your body? Does that help you in any way, shape, or form? That's about the 17th time I said that, by the way. So does it help you? Does it help move you forward in any way by hating your body? I think not. It probably just hurts you. And you're thinking, no, you could probably argue with me and say, no, that's what gets me to the gym. That's what gets me strict with my eating. That's what gets me to do anything that's going to change my body. But if you ever really thought, and I'm not going to promote weight loss or weight changes or anything like that, but just because I know that a lot of people watching this probably are in the mindset that they want to lose weight, I'm going to align with that for a second. Most people who have ever talked about losing weight have talked about it being a very different experience than what's promoted out there. That yes, you might see people talking about diets and how they lost weight with the diet, but I think I've said this statistic in another video, 95% of dieters will regain their lost weight within 1 to 5 years, and many of them will regain even more weight, or gain even more weight than they already had. But a lot of people who talk about well-being and having had long-term success with weight loss will talk about how that it finally started to happen when they were done with all the diets. It's finally started to happen when they decided that, you know what, I have to put the idea of weight loss and weight change to the side, because that is always leading me to behaviors that are unsustainable, and it makes me grouchy, and it makes me mad, it makes me sad, and it makes me all these horrible things, stressed, angry, whatever it might be. And then leaving that to the side and saying, I'm going to start addressing my relationship with my food. I'm going to start addressing the relationship with my body. Instead of motivating it by hating it and never really getting anywhere with that, I'm going to motivate it by loving my body. And again, that doesn't mean that you never want to change it. Loving your body is separate from from being complacent with your body. Loving your body means that you realize that this is the one and only vehicle that you have for your entire life. And what is it to do? Like, what are you doing by tearing it apart and hating it? It does so much for you. It keeps you alive, it keeps you breathing, it keeps your heart going so that you can enjoy life. So why not start loving it? Why not start fueling our motivations? Why not start fueling ourselves with motivating our body through loving it and caring for it? Again, that's your one and only vehicle that you have for the entirety of your life. Just think about all of that. I know it's just such a foreign concept. We're not taught to love our bodies. Now that you hear a lot about body positivity and all that stuff, but For every one story you hear about that, you hear about 20 others that talk about starting the next new fad diet and how taking this out of your diet will make you skinny within 1 week, and all these horribly false promises. So think about all the things that I had to say. How can you start to confront that fear that by loving your body, that means that you're going to be stuck with your body? That's a lot of the language that I hear. That's why I use that. Put aside the goal of weight loss. What would happen if you put aside the goal of weight loss and just seeing and experimenting what it could be like if you developed a healthier relationship with food, a healthier relationship with your body, a more loving relationship with your body? What would happen? And then also connect with your body. Listen to what it has to tell you. Listen to what it's trying to get you to do. What it's telling, okay, it's time to get off the treadmill. It's time to start sitting down and drinking some water. It's time to have breakfast. It's time to, get some chocolate cake because I'm really craving chocolate cake. Those things that we need to start listening to our body and connecting with it and loving it and giving it what it's asking for. Work with your body, not against it. It's going to get you so much further in so many different arenas in your life. It's just very difficult because it usually is a little bit of a longer term commitment than a lot of the things that we like to engage in with promises that things are going to happen very, very fast. But very, very fast usually equals very, very unsustainable. So please consider everything that I have to say. What are your thoughts on it? Do you have any ideas as to how you might be able to start going about accepting your body? Or what would be different if you accepted your body? There's a lot to think about here, right? What comes to mind when you think of a body acceptance? Do you also have that thought that that means you're complacent with your body? So there's a lot to think about, and I hope that you really do take the time to kind of settle in with all those thoughts and maybe even journal about it. And I think that, like I said, journaling in another video, journaling is so helpful just to kind of really deduct where you sit with that idea of body acceptance, because there's a lot of really good information you can get from learning a little bit more about yourself through journaling about that type of topic. So please leave a comment about your thoughts about this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you are interested in learning more about eating disorders, eating issues, body image issues, general mental health, therapeutic tools, and all the glorious things that I talk about on this channel. Please subscribe. If you're interested in learning more, please see my link below for my blog, and I think it'll be really helpful and informative for you in addition to these videos. And I really hope you have a great rest of your day and you have a good time learning about more accepting your body. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. All right, bye.